All right, welcome to the research model. Under this model, we're going to be going deep into the research so that you can understand how to do it. Okay, this is like I said, this is the most important part of this whole business. All right, the better you get at doing research, the more money for you. Okay, that's just the honest truth. The better you get at research, the more money for you. So that's why I said it in the other video. I'm going to take my time to dissect research as much as I can. I'm going to pour out all my experience into this training so that you can pick everything I've learned over the years when it comes to research. Okay, so this is the research intro. So these are what you need to do first. Okay, before we get into the main research itself, I'm going to go through some things before we get into the research itself. So number one is follow the criteria given for good research. Okay, so there's good research and there's bad research. So if you do bad research, you create books that will not sell. If you do good research, you create books that has high probability of selling. Now, this is the truth about Amazon. There is nobody on earth that can actually tell you that if I publish 100 books, all of them will be bestsellers. That's just a blatant lie, okay? Nobody can say that because one, you're not the one buying this book. You're just researching to see where there's demand and you put it out there. So it's still the people that are interested in this product that will still buy it. So there's no way you can ascertain that all your books will sell. For me, I work with the 80-30, 80-20 principle, which is 20% of all the books I've published will pay or will cover the expenses of other 80s that are not selling. Just 20% of all the books that you have published will sell. So imagine you have just 10 books. That's less than two that would, before working with that principle, that will cover for the 10. So that's why it's important that you don't stop publishing. You keep increasing your book published till you get to your milestone, your income milestone. Okay, so number two is research incognito. Then number three is use the research US search result by changing the zip code, then use all under book category when researching. So I'm going to do this practically right now so that you can see what I mean by these three things I've just said. So let's go to my browser. So go here. If you are not familiar with incognito, this is my normal browser, but you go here, this three dots, click on it, then you see new incognito window. So we are going to be using this new incognito every time you're doing your research. Always do it in incognito, and this is the reason. If you use normal Amazon, because Amazon Amazon has something called cookies. Okay, they cookie your computer, which means it's going to tell them the history of your research. So when you do a research, they will still come back and show, okay, this is the history of research. It's going to mess up your research. Okay, that's why I always stay away from uh, doing this. Okay, so but when you use the incognito, it's not going to mess with the research that you're going to do. Okay, so let's go back to our incognito. And so now to get to Amazon bookstore, we always go to the Amazon bestseller. Okay, that's Amazon bestseller book list. Okay, that's where we start our research from. Amazon bestseller book list. So you go to Google and search Amazon bestseller book list, and you're going to see this interface. So you can see Amazon bestseller. So now you see that we're in under book. So that's good. Now look at this, it's saying change. You see, it's showing deliver to Nigeria. We don't want this. That's why I said by saying change it to US. So you click on change address, then you put a zip code from the US. So I always use 90010, apply, continue. So in case you don't know, that's for Los Angeles. So I'll say don't change. So it's going to stay at Los Angeles. So if you don't know any zip code, just go to US zip codes. Go to Google and do that. They are going to see different zip codes. Okay. So this is California. So you can use 00. If I use this code, you see to change to California. Okay. So let's see that. Let me change this. So hold on, 0001. Okay, 000, right? So 0001 apply, you see continue. Okay, let me refresh so that we can see the change. You can see, so it's 001, it's still Los Angeles, and it's 001. That's California, Los Angeles. Okay, so that's it. So you just come to Google, get any zip code. So far as US, change it to to that state in the US, then you can do your research. Okay, so now that we are on the US, what's the third thing we need to do? So under all, so when you're doing your research, you make sure that you, now that you are under, you are not going to go to books. Okay, you are going to do all. Now this is why I'm saying this, because this is why I do this actually. If you are a buyer, when you are going to Amazon, you are going to go to Amazon and type amazon.com. Okay, that's what you're going to do. You're not going to go to bestsellers list. You are going to do amazon.com because you want to buy something. All right, so when you go to Amazon, you just come here and say, oh, I want to buy probably a notebook, or I want to buy a nursing notebook gift. I'm just using it as an example. So that's how a regular buyer come, that's their search method. Okay, that's their search part. That's how they'll do theirs. But for we that are publishing, we are not going to do that, and that's why we always research on the all, under the all category. All right, that's why we always research. So but when I want to do the book research, this is what I do. When I do book research, why I'm doing that is to have a guesstimate of books that I'm competing with. So if sometimes if I even get a good research and I see that there are loads and loads of book under that have been published under that keyword, I'll just let it slide. I'll move on to something else. Okay. So that is exactly why we do this step. So research in incognito, use this US search box, then research under all categories. Okay. So that's for that. Okay, so the tools you need to research, so you'll have to install all this in Chrome. Okay, install all the Chrome extensions below. Now, so it's very important. One, you have to browse, you have to do all this with a Chrome browser. Okay, that's how these things will work. Okay, you have to install these things with Chrome browser. You have to research with Chrome browser. Now, what are the usefulness of all this? AMZ suggestion expander, DS Amazon Quick View, SPT. So Amazon is AM's suggestion expander is when I do a search and I do this. Okay, I did nothing. So this thing you're seeing here is AMZ expander. Okay, this is AMZ expander. This is the function of it. So it's going to give you a lot of suggestions. Okay, see, I'm doing notebooks, so it's going to give you a lot of suggestions. So now this is AMZ expander. See, it's giving me notebooks. These are the real-time search on this left side. This pink one, it's suggestion of keywords. See, you can see marble notebook, craft notebook, school notebooks, 5 subject notebooks, notebook for notes taking for women, and this is keywords after. You can see it's giving me suggestions. So if I'm doing my research, obviously I can start with all these suggestions that's giving me. Okay, so that's for AMZ suspender. So what is DS Amazon Quick View? So if you go here, if you before you install this app, if you go to Amazon, you realize that you're not seeing this. This is what is called this is what is called DS Quick View. So why are we doing this? Why do we have this? Because when we're doing research, we don't want to be opening each book before we see their bestseller rank. Okay, so remember this is what I call the bestseller rank. And what is the bestseller rank? Bestseller rank is the number that Amazon gives every product on their website to show how much they are selling. Because a book that is on number one, if we go to number one, this is number 51. If we go to number one, let me scroll down. If you go to the number one page, you'll see that the bestseller rank will be 1. Okay, so all these things you're seeing here, this is not, you see, this is how it's supposed to be, but that DS quick view has kicked in now. So it's going to bring out all their sales rank. So instead of opening them one after the other to check them, I can quickly see what the bestseller rank and continue my research. That's why we need the DS quick view. Okay, so the SPT Titan. So the SPT Titan is when I did the research, this is SPT Titan. Okay, this is SPT Titan. What's the we use it for our research to give us a guesstimate of what we are competing with. Okay, if you look at this now, it's a notebook. It's giving me a score. It's giving me a niche score of 9 rather. So this niche score is telling me, and you see it's red. It's telling me don't bother. It's a very, very highly competitive keyword, so don't bother. And this total, so basically this is what I look at. I look at this and I look at this. Okay, you can see it's saying 72,000, which is 70,000 here. This is Amazon itself. It's showing us 70,000, but here it's saying 72,000, so it's still very close. That's tell you that you cannot even bother, don't even bother competing for this keyword. Okay, because it's just a one word keyword. Okay, we always want to go for the long tail, which is long tail keyword means keywords that have two, three or more um, words inside them. For example, you see this notebook college road, that's a long tail keyword. It's not a short tail. As you can see, just doing that, it has reduced the search to 3,000. Okay, as you can see, it has reduced to 3,000, and you will see that this score will improve. It will be better than 9. That's just the usefulness for SPT Titan, which is the last one. This is the second one and the third one. So how do you get all these things? All this extension? Just go to your search, and now for you to install all these Chrome extensions. So before I do that, let me talk about this last one. So Colorzilla is when I'm designing. I sometimes for this, if I want to copy this color right now, this one that my cursor is on, there's no way I might not be able to get the exact color. Okay, if I'm copying this color, I might not be able to get the exact color, but when I use the Colorzilla, I'm going to this one I'm pointing my cursor here. This is the color pick eyedropper. So when you click on that, okay, when I click on it, all I need to do is take my cursor to that picture, no, to the color that I want to copy, and it's going to give me the RGB. No, we're not doing the RGB. We are using the one on top. So here, if I click on it, it will give me that code. Then I can copy it and use it on Canva or wherever I'm designing my cover. If I want to copy exact color, that's what I use FileZilla for. Okay. That's what I use color picker for. All right, so you see now that it has improved a little bit, 27, and oh sorry, this is not what we were doing. So let's go back to that notebook. I don't know why this thing is slow today. Okay, so you can see too these things are the extensions are working here. You can see I'm putting notebook cookbook and it's telling me no, that's too expensive. These are the search results. These are the things people are searching for right now, and it's also giving me suggestion: keto air fryer cookbook, sous vide cookbook, and you can see copycat recipe cookbook, Mediterranean diet cookbook. It's telling me this for example, if I'm creating this type of books, right? I know I can do this search. I can start my search with Mediterranean copycats and sous vide. I have a book on this actually, and my content book. I have a book on this. I have this keto. I have air fryer. I don't have keto air fryer. All right, so that's about that, and you can still see there's still enough here. You look at this pancreatic cookbook and meal plan. This is a very long tail keyword, and I can bet with you if we try that, keyword, we will see that it will be way better. You can see it's 130. So there's not this competition for this keyword is actually very low. Okay, very low. And if you can see that these books, I think they are doing well because they have good they actually have what they call it, reviews. Okay, all right, but let's go back to what we're doing. So now how do we install all these extensions? So basically you go back to your main what do you call it, the main Chrome browser. We're not going to do this in incognito. We're going to do it in on the main browser. So let's go to SPT, so self-publishing Titans. Okay, so let's go to self-publishing Titan. This is the website tools your self-publishing Titan. Okay, so they have actually changed their website. They have changed their website. So let's see. Let's go to home. Well, on their, I think this is on their two sections. Let's go to their home. All right. Okay. Let's see where the tools are. Okay. Good. So this is AMZ Keyword Suggestion Expander. We are using that, and we're using, okay, that's sorry, this SPT Titan is this their tool, AMZ Suggestion Expander. Okay, so let's go back, and you can see this is the tool we need. Okay, so there are two tools there. Best free KDP research. We are not using this one. We are using this AMZ Keyword Suggestion Expander. So you click on get free Chrome extension, then it's going to take you to Google Chrome Web Store. Okay, see right here, I have it. I have it already. So I'm not. It's just, that's why it's showing remove from Chrome. But for yours that you don't have it yet, it's going to say add to Chrome. Okay, it's going to tell you add to Chrome. So basically, that's what you need to do, and you also just do that for the rest. DS Amazon Quick View is also go to your main what do you call it, main browser, which is the Chrome browser. You're not using incognito. That's what I'm saying now. Don't use incognito to do this. Look for it, then do a search, and this is it. You see DS Amazon Quick View Extended. I think this, wow, this is it. This is actually the one I think. Look, is either this or this. This is the extended version. This is the one that, okay. Oh, this is the paid one. We are not using this. We're using the free one actually. We're using the free one, not the paid one. I've been using the free one for as long as I remember. I didn't even know they had a paid version. That's the truth. That's why I was confused. So we're using this free one. If you click on it, you will also add to your Chrome. So once you add to your Chrome, now how do we get it to also appear in our incognito? Because by default it should not work on your incognito. So you have to activate it. So what you do is you go here, these three dots, click on it, then click on settings, then click on extension. You see that I have a lot of extensions here. So let's go to one of them. Okay, so this is, okay, let me just use one that's where's, okay, this is my color picker. So click on details, then scroll down, then see allow these extensions to read and change. No, not that. Okay, see, allow in incognito, this one. So you just check it. That's it. It's going to be toggled, it's going to be unchecked when you get here. So you just click on it, then it will turn to blue. Once it turns to blue, then it has been activated to start working on your incognito browser. Okay, so you do that for all these extensions. You do it for this, do it for Amazon Quick View, you do it for your Colorzilla. So all these three tools, once you do that, you are ready. That means your browser, your incognito browser is ready for research. So those are the tools you need to install on your Chrome extension, on your Chrome browser. But remember, you are always doing your research on incognito. You are always doing it on the US search results, and you also have to do it from all. Okay, the only times I do books is when I want to see the competition. Okay, against me. Okay, so let's do this. Is what I mean by that. So for the book, if I say cookbook, no, sorry, let's do notebook. Okay, so notebook. Okay, so let's see what's going to come up. Okay, so notebook of doom said, notebook of doom, notebook journals for women. Okay, notebook and journals for us lovers. Okay, let's do that. Let's see what we have there. So you see, on this search we have 773, 773. Okay, then now this is our result. All right, this is the result we have. You can see people have horses in their covers and all that. So, but we're not going to research yet. I'm just showing you why I would do this. Okay, so you can see that the results are not much, right? 77. So let's change it to books. Let's change it to books. Okay, let's change it to books. Then do that search again. So you see that it has changed to 40,000. So that is why I always don't bother myself with the books. I do all because I want to see the ones that are popping out. That's what I'm interested in. So you see that there are loads and loads of books on us, right? So I'm not going to do that. I'll just stick with all, and I'll do my research. Okay. So for you can see now it's 40,000. So sometimes I always want to gauge the competition to when I'm doing it. So if I do the all, if it falls into my criteria, I also want to see my competition. Then I'll do the book. Then I'll see if it's not much, if it's still very low number, then I know that it's a good keyword for me. I don't need to compete with lots of people, and I can easily start getting sales. All right, so that's the end of this video. We'll continue. So I've treated this. We treated the this part. We treated the tools we need. So the next video, we're going to go into the research tips. Okay.